Oh. Right. Remember, follow, stim. Someone is gonna fuck it up. Just tell. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to PSGL F5, round number 13 here in USA. My voice may sound at this point unfamiliar. Took a 2-week break for obvious reasons. But today it's myself for my return, and Jamie as usual. Say hello, Jamie.
Hello.
And as I said, it is round number 13, which is the penultimate round. And Jamie, I would like to say thank you for covering me last week.
No problem.
And one more thing I will say before I pass it over to James to the drivers and constructor standings is we'll be doing another lap of honour this week. Not for me, but it is for Stim, who also had someone in his family pass, so hopefully they do stick to the plan that I've been shouting at them for the past few hours, that Stim will lead them off. Well, Stim out first, in the pits at least.
Yes.
And I need to turn my game volume down, that's well too loud. Okay.
Teammate.
Okay, so I told them not to go too slowly, so they get done for being too slow. So who's going to come up behind? It's Jack in it.
Yeah. 2 Tarassos and then Jamie Max following.
Yeah, everyone's coming out now. Let's get the stream shared. If you want to share the stream, please. Everyone's coming out now. We'll go involved with Stim. He's going too slow.
So behind the 2 Tarassos is Jamie Max.
Right, Stim's not got my message saying go too slow. Don't go too slow.
Jack Taylor following alongside.
Stim, if you're in the stream, don't go too slow. Don't go too slow. But yeah, everyone is lining up in behind, I do believe. There they are.
Yep.
Qualifying will officially start at the 15-minute mark. So as these guys are doing their little lap, Jamie, if you want to go through the standings.
Yep. First place we have White Fountain on 110 points. And then in second place is Jack Tyler with 90 points. Third and Mr. P 75 points. 74 for 73. Jake at 5th, 72. Simo 6 for 71. Niels in 7th for 68. Warren 8th, 66. Gazman 9th for 26. Jamie Met 10th for 24. Stim 11th for 24. Luke Bailey 12th, 21. David Warbank 13th, 15 points. Storm 14th with 11 points. LFC 15th with 11 points. UA 9 16th 10 points. Thompson Dude 17th with 7 points. Smudge 18th with 6 points. Dave 19th with 6 points. Johnny 20th also on 6 points. Timmy 21 with 5 points. 21st with 5 points. Itoris 22nd on 3 points. Connor is 23rd on 0 points. Miles 24th 0 points. Key in the 23rd 0 points. And Alice Marsh 0 points. As for the constructors, Sauber first on 142 points. Second Rano 139 points. McLaren third 134 points. Toro Rosso fourth 114 points. Mercedes fifth on 96 points. Ferrari sixth on 60 points. 7th for Williams on 38 points. Hassery on 15 points, Red Bull on 9 points, 13 points, and Force India in last on 6 points. Haven't scored points since Brazil.
Thank you. And just to talk about the Drivers' Championship, White Fountain isn't here. Championship leader. He can still win the championship today, though. If Jack Tyler gets anywhere below 6th place, White Fountain will win the championship.
Yep, as qualifying proceedings are now underway. After we've done a lap on it.
Jay Carty somehow hit Mr. P in the back and he got a grid penalty for it. I don't get how people cannot follow each other around. And it was on a straight, so...
I don't know how that happened though.
I don't know, it's down the back straight, they hit each other. So, yeah, Jack Tyler's first on his lap, and there's no one, I think, let me double check. Only one person's selected the Super Soft, so no one's liking that tyre at the moment.
Jackson softs.
Yeah, I said Super Softs, no one's touching them.
Oh, right.
Jack Tyler's first round, what will it be? It's going to be a 34. It was a 34.2. It came through a couple of seconds late. But yeah, 34.2 for Jack. What was the F6 bowl time?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. It was a 1:30.8 setup run.
30.8. Now by that, Kian goes quickest, 32.5.
Yeah, second was Ocean on a 1:31 dead, and then I was third on a 1:31.3. It was ended 1:31 runners.
Not
I think.
bad. Also, I need to mention the constructors. It's Jamie Fish, as usual. Hopefully they can hear you.
Yeah, they can hear me. Pretty sure. I haven't touched my headset since I last commentated on Monday in F2.
Forgot what I was going to say. The constructors can also be won today, but since the top 3 is separated by 8 points, I do doubt it. I think Sauber would have to get a 1-2, and then Renault and Mercedes will both have to not score, I think.
So that means that if Sauber were to win the constructors, they'd have to finish 1-2, and then the only non-points runners would have to be just Renault and Mercedes. Strictly that. And it doesn't matter what else happens then in the top 10. I think the turnout on F6 last night was actually the same as this turnout. If not, then it was one less because we didn't have more than 14 drivers. Yeah, for a few weekends now. But it shouldn't take away from the action. Because we don't know if it's going to rain or not. I don't think it is going to rain. The amount of soft runners they are going out.
True.
So,
or we'll just get told by our wonderful weatherman, Warren Egg.
Yep. I'll be back in a second so you get a drink.
Right. All dry. Right. Thank you, Stim. And good luck. And do what I said in the DMs. But I did put it, was third, and then Warnick did drop him down. Jack Tyler, very impressive lap, 33.2. Julian, I've not seen you in a while, since you made my banner. How are you, my friend? Also, I mention it now since not been in for the past 2 weeks. There will be no more PSGL for this game after next week in Japan. It was decided by the directors that there will not be a third season like there usually is. So there will be around about a 3-month break until the start of season 23. But hopefully these final 2 races keep us entertained.
Right.
Don't know who else is on lap. Mr. P's on a lap, but nothing else has really happened.
I know this is a random thing to say, but earlier I nearly caught a car crash outside my house. By looking out my window.
You nearly did, or you did?
Nearly did. Oh,
I've
miles off to the grass.
I've been in one that's not fun.
Okay. Yeah, if it did happen, then it would have been quite a big one as well, because there was like 2 cars coming down each way of the road, and then the car was speeding across.
Mr. P!
Oh, I think he like locked his brakes when on the curb and stuff. And he smashed into 2 cars.
Could Mr. P even win the championship? I don't think so.
No, he can't.
No.
He DNF last week. He hasn't scored that many points in the last few rounds. He's scored like 2, isn't he? In like the last 3 or 4.
Oh yeah, he can't win it. He is 35 points behind. Which is just too much.
Yeah, because you confirmed that for me in the stream, didn't you? Last week.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't do it anymore, and he's just gone and cut the grass.
And then he DNF'd, so...
I have to admit, he's probably the biggest bottler I've seen.
You've obviously never seen Sebastian Vettel.
No, like, he was on to win the championship quite comfortably. He had 5 podiums in a row off the bat. He was dominating the championship by about 30 points already. And then just hasn't done anything since.
Oh.
Swear?
Shoaib goes quickest on
Oh,
a set
Shoaib,
of
yeah, not...
supersofts.
God damn, I've got back in the habit. I've got back in the habit of saying, Schweb. For some reason, I'm not changing the
these drivers are even touching my time from yesterday, you know.
There's still 7 minutes to go, you never know.
Because I wouldn't consider myself a top 5 driver for this division. Maybe midfield, but not top 5.
If nobody turns up. Maybe a bit
Yeah,
more.
that's different though, isn't it? Because if like less people turn up, then I got more chance of scoring more points.
True. Oh, yeah. I get what you mean.
Although I'm currently 4th in F6.
Nice.
I'm quite consistent, Dave. Score points in every race I've finished. Don't mean to brag or anything, but...
There's no worry about bragging. Also, just check the championship as I'm updating the gaps, because the gaps haven't changed. So I've not really been having a look, I just changed the points and the gaps. There's a nice battle going on for 3rd place in the championship. There's Kian, 31-4.
They're getting closer to my time. 131.3 was mine. He said 131.4.
So they're only a 10th off your time now.
Yep. It's gonna get beaten, like, I can see it. Shoaib goes on a set of ultrasofts, then it's done.
Shoaib hasn't selected a set of ultrasofts yet, but I guarantee you will do.
Shoaib.
Oh. Oh. I will eventually not say it. Poe.
Remember when I said that Luke Bailey was bailing into the pits in Russia?
Oh my.
And it took me about 2 minutes to get what I say.
Yeah. If I can set to 2 and set to 3. Keane's not scored any points yet.
Bottled it in Baku, didn't turn up in Mexico.
There's a nice intriguing battle for P3 in the championship. From 3rd down to 8th. Even though Niels, who's in that, isn't in the league anymore. The gap's 9 points, so... There's a nice battle going on.
Jack Taylor. He's missed the pit entry and took the last corner before braking when he exited to turn into pits.
Well, I didn't see it. Hello, Lysendric. Long time no see. It's been probably about a year, I want to say. What was that? Oh god.
Oh god.
Who else is on the lap? Jay Carty? Nope. Off into the pits, Warney.
The Shentrix account has been infected with this season, it seems. It's got a profile pic.
Mr. P's starting a lap, got to keep an eye on him. Shoaib is on an out lap, I actually said it right for once.
Hopefully many times more.
Hopefully. I'll probably never get over it.
Shoaib has actually gone out on a set of ultra stuff, so I think that whole time is getting beaten unless he bottles it somehow.
Yeah, I do agree. Mr. P at 25-1 on the first sector. I'll check if he's up. Check the wrong person. He is up by 4/10 in the first sector alone. So if he carries on at this rate, he'll be on for a blinder of a lap.
And Mr. P?
Yeah, he's up by 4/10 in the first sector.
He's got enough ERS to last him the lap. Easily.
Is Mr. P going to be on pole? I don't think he has been this season, to be fair.
I think it was one race we got pole. Let me check because
it was round 5, which was Monaco, of all tracks.
Let me just check now.
From what I've got from my info, it was Monaco. It's one and only pole. Here comes around the final corner. Can he beat that 1:31.4? That is his benchmark time. No.
Interesting. He must have lost a lot of time somewhere.
Warnick says he's not going to be able to get another lap. He's just pitted with his teammate. Yikes! Unlucky.
Yeah. It was in Monaco.
Yeah, I need to update it from the final few weeks because I don't know who's leading the poll tally. I think it's still Jake Harvey. Who got it last week?
I can't remember now. I think it might have been Shoaib.
If it was Shoaib, then
Stim got pretty close. Stim was actually pretty quick last week. First podium of the season.
I know he bottled it wrong in the final, stay in the stadium section at last lap.
He drove a solid race though.
Yeah,
and then for Warren to come out of nowhere and just win it.
Yeah, I don't know. He started probably, what was it, quite far down, I think.
I should check who got pole for Mexico.
Stim just put in the chat, we don't talk about that, so he's eavesdropping on our conversation. Anyway, Awesome did start his final lap. Simmers in the middle sector on his lap. Mr. P, I think that's it for him unless he's going for another one, which I doubt because he's on a set of ultra softs. You don't know going for 2 laps on them.
Yeah, Shoaib got pole by half a second last week, so
I think it's between Shoaib and Jake Hartley for pole position award. Jack Tyler's on a lap, he's one to look out for. Where is Simo? He was the closest to finishing a lap and he's in the final sector now. Special helmet for Stim. Is that the black and white one or the red and white one? I can't remember. I think it's Jack who's running the red and white one.
Yeah.
And here comes Sim around the final corner. He needs some crucial points for the Sauber team.
Mark is in there fourth.
Yeah, he announced it. He was.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see it. I don't think I follow him on Twitter. I don't know what I'm missing out on.
I follow everyone on Twitter. Black and white, yeah. Thought it was. Is that a black and white or red and white?
I do follow him on Twitter.
Nice.
Navigate's posts.
Jack Tyler's next. What can Jack do? He needs to be, well, where he is right now is enough, but he'll probably want to be further up. Around the final corner on a set of super softs. What can he do? It is slower than Simo. And Simo is now fastest on the supers.
I'm going to say this now. You can never take the Gaming Alamonda out of PSGL. You can never take the PSGL out of Gaming Alamonda.
True. I agree with that statement. Do you know anyone else is on a lap or close to finishing? Kian.
Kian, yeah.
I reckon a 130.9 for Kian. But around the final corner. What will it be?
Yeah, that's what's within the drink.
31.3. Beatable.
Let me check. Let me check if that was actually my time. I think it was. That's pretty close to it.
Jay Cotty's been disqualified. Oh, wow.
You start from the back then.
Shoaib
So
nags it. 3 tenths. Anyone else? Warren Haig is coming through the final corner. He'll be the last person to set a lap. What will it be? The other Renault driver. Second. 1-2 for Renault.
Yeah, Kian's time there was actually 1,000 slower than my qualifying time from yesterday.
So you would have been third.
Yeah,
today.
so like, yes, that's good.
F6 pole was quicker than F5 pole.
Let's be honest, Brown is around by F3, F4 pace, but F3 pace, yeah.
Wow. Warren Haig is... Warren Haig? No, he's not. Shoaib is on pole with a 131.0. Second is Warren Haig. Has a 1-2 for Renault. That is crucially important in the constructors. Third is Kian. That's his first proper qualifying of the season, I do believe. Mr. P is in fourth. Fifth is Simo. Sixth, Jack Tyler, where he needs to be, at worst. Seventh, Jamie Met. Eighth, B9. Notorious P9 and Miles P10. That is your top 10. Outside the top 10 to set a lap was also Doodle Bailey, and the two people who didn't set a lap were Mr. Stim and Jay Carty. Jay Carty got disqualified.
I think Jack Tyler starting 6th is the best place for him to really be starting in this situation. Because Jack Tyler can get a really good start. We've seen it plenty of times this season where he won in Baku and the race he won in Bahrain. He both started outside the top 5. I believe in both races.
True, he's not the highest up super soft runner though. So
no, but he started like P13 or something though, and Bahrain still won the race. So still possible.
It's true. But as we get ready, top 3 prediction, Jamie?
Two Reynolds first and second, Jack Tyler third.
I think it will be Warren Haig with a back-to-back win, Jack second, Simo third.
Yeah, if you're wondering why Renault put the order put the Renaults in push Shoaib first.
I'm pretty sure he won a race, I think.
So.
Are you sure he won a race? Yeah, he did. I think this is the first time.
Silverstone.
Yeah. I think this is the first time it's ever been a Renault 1-2.
Oh, they nearly came together then.
That would have been interesting. Oh, they did. Oh no,
they did. They didn't. I saw it. They were close to touching each other, but they didn't. I don't know if they did on their screens. But Warren Haig was not disqualified for it.
Probably desync.
Yeah.
Desync on the formation lap, lovely. So Shoaib's not going to have a good start. So I reckon going into turn 1.
Cold tyres.
Yeah, it'd be cold tyres.
Imagine if we saw it spin. Imagine if we saw him spinning off the line into Warren Haig.
I doubt that. But I reckon Warren Haig will lead into turn 1. I reckon Warren Haig will lead into turn 1.
You know, we have seen it before. A driver spotted off the line. Lewis Milan always seems to spot this somehow. Oh, and Toro Rosso spun round this spin.
Seems spun round.
Yeah, so they have him coming into the start of the straight. I think he dropped it because no one else has been disqualified.
That's a bit. That's one way to warm up your tyres.
I guess.
At least it's no damage because it's formation lap.
Imagine if it was damage on the formation lap. Half of these drivers wouldn't even survive it.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, here comes Warren Haig. I probably would have only been disqualified from the formation lap once.
I remember spinning it on the run up to the the starting grid in Azerbaijan and Formation Lab. But the only time I think I've been disqualified for my own fault, even though it might not have been, was in the preseason, was in China, where I got disqualified for being too slow, even though I wasn't. Oh, grid race.
Let's get ready. Apparently Shoaib's already lagging, which is a wonderful sign.
When's he never lag?
Well, it could have been decent. Warren Bears, we get ready for the start of the American Grand Prix. I've got the worst camera angle in known history. As we get ready, 3, 4, and 5 red lights.
I had 4
and away we go, Shoaib!
Oh,
what is that for a start? Instantly lost the lead. Warren Egg is into the lead. Turn 1.
They're going awfully slow for them.
Yeah, I've seen carbon fibre come off.
Sitting in the back of each other. Right, so wing damage.
Jack Taylor with a hell of a start around the outside of Keane, up into P4. Oh, Miles has hit Keane. Keane's off in the barrier.
And Luke Bailey's also got wing damage. Victorious went wide too. The other in sector 2, so that means they've been at another collision somewhere. Miles has had a really good start. P5 from starting P10.
He's got wing damage. He hit the back of Keane, which sent Keane round.
Oh yeah.
Also, dude down the inside of Jamie Metz. And Miles is around wide.
Who doesn't have wing damage? I don't know.
Make him simmer on Miles down the back straight. Should be a fairly comfortable move, I think. Oh, Jack Tyler and Mr. P.
Oh. These two had a bit of a coming together in Mexico.
Oh, Jack Tyler sent it one.
Oh, he nearly did a battle. Did you see that?
Yeah. Jack, mate, you really don't have to push. You're in a good position to keep the championship fight alive.
Stim and BUA9 are going side by side through the curve, and so Miles, an awesome dude.
Well, Stim and BUA9 have kept it side by side for the whole thing. Oh, but.
And they're taking the IndyCar line.
Oh, what's going on here? Jake Harty, Simo, Jamie all bundled up together as they all start lap 2.
I think Miles held them up. Miles all bunched them up and stuff, and now they're all battling each other.
Jake Harty down the inside of Jamie. So this is an awful start for Sauber.
It's crucially gets past the McLaren.
Oh, Jamie takes an awful line. Now he's in the depth of Stim. It will send it down the inside. So that's opportunistic. But yeah, he got the move on.
Ross has had decent starts. Jimmy Matt seems to be struggling to get his tyres up to temperature or something, because he's going really slow for those S's, and now the 2 Rebels are on his back.
On board with Jack Tyler. He is the person I want to see. I think he's a bit too far behind Mr. P.
You'll probably send it, is Jack Tyler.
Mr. P defends. Jack Tyler breaks late and confidently.
Tries to do the cutback. The cutback is actually pretty OP around this track, especially this part of it.
Jack sent it again. Ooh.
He's going to give himself a heart attack if he keeps on doing that.
I have to say the Renaults have kind of just walked away. Oh, Shoaib, he's gone.
Oh,
no.
Oh, there's lag. It was lag.
Oh,
it
right.
looked like his engine just failed or something.
I know. Oh, Jack just sent it down the inside of the final corner.
And he kind of forced him off there. He ain't gonna let him through though, is he? Let's just be honest now. You wouldn't let someone through in that situation for the championship, of course.
Yeah, Jack is now up into P3.
2 Saubers. 2 Saubers and awesome dude in the battle. P5. Awesome dude does have wing damage. 2 Saubers.
Oh,
Simo!
He's cut the grass, I think.
Back end went onto the grass there.
Oh, this could be interesting. The 2 Renaults.
Ooh. Side by side, pretty much. Yeah. It's got DRS is Shoaib.
I doubt Warren Egg will fight it.
Might break rate, you know, cut to the inside or something.
No.
The show must be running really low wings. You see a straight line speed there.
Yeah, it was quite mad. Mr. P closes up
Stib.
on Jack. Oh, Stib.
Dim and Jamie.
Jay Carty and Simo.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay Carty and Awesome Dude, sorry.
Tries to cut back.
Tries it again. He's actually got a really good run this time. Will he try it again? Yeah, that's the best corner for a cutback.
Yeah. And try to send it around the outside of here, which is exactly what he does.
Oh, that is brilliant.
Lift off though. You have to lift off because of the wing damage, but
yeah,
still a good move.
Oh, he lost the back end, and that's Awesome Dude back around the outside of the final corner. And I can't see where they are, but Awesome Dude will have the DRS, so he should be ahead going into turn 1.
Same straight line speed pretty much. But he broke later, and that's him around the outside back into fifth.
Stim down this side, Jamie.
Just keeping his nose in there. And push it down the inside. It's harder than you think to go for an inside move at that flat out bit, because sometimes you have to lift off, because sometimes you may not be able to go into that turn.
Yeah, or you just lose the back end slightly.
Yeah. Kian.
Oh my god, Mr. P, that is late braking. The definition of.
Yep, DRS in the slipstream.
I don't think he's 6 temps. Oh,
an Awesome Dude has crashed.
Where's he gone off there?
Maybe he's probably gone to the power a bit too early and then spun around the curve.
It's out ahead. Oh. Yikes.
Mr. P's rather lost time. Jack Tyler, even with the DRS going down the straight.
Bear in mind, the super softs will start coming into play at this point.
Yeah.
What's happened to Warren Ake?
I've been wondering now as well. Ever since he got overtaken, it seems like he's going really slowly.
He's pitting.
I think those ultra softs just wore out too much. Ooh. Jack Tyler up in second place then.
Yeah, he will be.
He will have to pit again though, no matter what. Well,
yeah, he'll have to go for a 2-stop now.
Going on to super softs. Softs, you can put them on and then towards the end go on ultra softs. That's what I did, and I had really good pace on ultra softs towards the end. And I pitted for them around lap 24ish.
Where did you finish?
4th. If I pitted like a lap too early, I would go podium and the championship would have been done. In the city meet, that's it, my championship done. And my strategy rather.
Mr. P seems to be struggling now. I think the super softs are starting to come into play, even though Shoaib is still getting away from Jack, so...
Closest battles between the two Red Bulls, pretty much.
And the 2 Salvers.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, they're closer just about than the 2 Red Bulls.
There's quite a few battles going on, but there's not
speaking
many.
Of which, MDA9 is off of the gravel.
Where's he done that?
Collision there between the two.
There's no wing damage.
Yeah, I think he might have just gone straight off. Looking back in the stream there, I could just about see the 2 Rebels in the background of where he was looking at. So I think PUA9 just made a simple mistake, pretty much locked up or something, went right off.
Is Jay Carter using his DRS for you?
I didn't see it there.
On my screen his DRS won't open.
Maybe he's got DRS failure, we'll check him straight in the next one.
Or he's just sticking behind Simo and doesn't want to overtake him.
Yeah. Unless you chose not to open it because you were saving some ERS or something for the next straight.
Towards that, I think Jay Carter is wanting Simo to carry him along.
Yeah.
Because Simo's looked the quicker out of the 2.
Let's have a look. Is he using the DRS? He's got the marker for him. Maybe he's using it. I think his DRS could well be broken.
It's either broken or he's just not using it. He's not using the ERS either. So...
My DRS did break yesterday, so...
could be. I've just got a feeling it could be just sticking in behind though.
Yeah.
Oh, or an egg on Notorious.
Team strategy. Oh. Yeah. Notorious has got a really nice helmet, doesn't he? I know it's the Irish flag, but still it looks really nice on the center helmet.
Yeah, it just looked quite nice, I'm not gonna lie there.
I've got a really nice helicopter shot as he's coming through the curve. That's really nice.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Yeah, there's a nice view in the back of the long tower as well, so pretty cool. I got it again, and Kieran barely going at it through that section, and barely got the cutback on him.
Miles is going to get the score for this ref. I've seen multiple penalties appear for his name.
I'm gonna count how many penalties he's got. He's only got 2. Oh wait, no, 4, because he had 2 penalties on that lap. One of them was stop go. So that's 5 add 2. 2 times 3 is...
Another one.
6. Oh. Oh wait, no, it's 3 seconds, isn't it? Oh, and he's gone straight into the wall.
Deliberately.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
What do you mean why you can't write, Keegan? I've not blocked you or banned you, so you should be able to type.
No, that was his first message in the chat.
No, he did put a few in earlier.
Oh.
I was just
an issue.
Okay. I'm gonna get all off board these Sabres now, and we're gonna go on board Warren Haig as he's closing in on Jamie Met. And Jamie lets him through.
Played it nice. He knows he's the quicker guy, so.
It is true. I'm doing alright, Keegan. 14 is the lowest we've had all season. I think it's just because people are getting bored of the game at this point.
Yeah. Towards the end of the season, there's not really many turn-ups in it, like any leagues.
PSGL's finished for this game after next week, so... Well, not finished, but finished for this game. Yeah, it is normal once the game starts to die out, since there's only, what, 2 months? Yeah, 2 months till the new game comes out, so it'll start to die off. It's just how the cycle goes.
2 months without league racing is going to be boring.
Well, I've got other leagues, so it's alright for me. And I've also got GT Sport, so...
Ah, yeah. Do you know that PSGL are teaming up with FTRL for the Super Formula League on GT Sport?
Yeah, I just retweet it.
Oh. My mind goes blank when it comes to tweets.
I've known for days. Oh, Mr. Peepers.
On the ultras. Yeah.
He was within DRS range of Simo, that's why.
You know, Shoaib, if he doesn't put the snap, he well puncture range.
It can be what? Puncture range?
Yeah. It's been on those tires for a really long time.
Why are you not representing Russia, Keegan? Why Belarus? I don't know if they're neighbouring countries, but...
Maybe it's Belarusian descent.
Could be, but...
I know European guys like to change their nation quite a lot if they got a little bit of that nation in their family.
Usually a better football team.
Yeah, Declan Rice, cough cough. Oh no.
Because your father's from Belarus. Oh, so you probably get to choose, I guess.
Yeah.
Warren Haig is closing in on Stim.
what I don't like about Irish football fans is when a footballer leaves their national team for the English national team because they want to learn about national football. And then they go to England because they're English, of course, and then they just start calling them a snake and stuff. Despite them being English.
I can see where they're coming from. It's like...
Yeah. Like, say for example now, if I came through the international ranks at Ireland, but I was Welsh because I'm Welsh, and then I wanted to represent Wales, and then they'll call me a snake for it, just because I wanted to learn international football with Ireland.
Oh, Shoaib, Warren Egg, and Stim.
Oh. This is getting close. Shoaib just pull off, I think. It's the distance.
Yeah.
Well, he's on the slower tyre actually, and those tyres take a long time to warm up.
It's the Stim's opportunity to gain.
You went wide then. Still going wide.
Stim's not had the best line.
Yeah. Do you know, it can well rain.
Alright.
It's been like this for all races, so yeah.
Warren Egg. They've both got DRS, so it's just a drag race now. Well, they've both got the same wings because they're both not moving away from each other. Warren Egg breaks.
Warren Egg.
Wow, well done.
Shot it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Good move for Warren Egg,
Still there though.
As Mr. P overtakes.
These guys are not far after 2 Saubers.
Yeah, but the more they keep battling, the more time they're going to lose to the Saubers. Speaking of the Saubers, Jay can't come.
But the more time that they keep on doing this, then yeah. What they're doing right now, wouldn't staying behind each other, then they could lose more and more time to these lot.
Alright, are the two Saubers catching Jack?
Really well. I'll give an update in the next few corners.
Let me just go back a few laps. We'll go back a few laps, we'll see. We'll go back to lap 5.
I think they've gained a 10th.
No, they've gained seconds on him.
2 tenths.
On lap 5, they're about 6 seconds behind him.
They gained about 3 tenths within those few corners. So they can see him now.
Something's happening to Jack, and I definitely have to agree to myself now that Jake Hart is just sticking behind Simo and letting Simo catch.
Yeah, his DRS is not broken anymore, as it was.
Yeah, he's backing off on the straight.
Yeah. He broke for a minute though. Or a second rather.
Who's Alex Keane? Gaps for 2.7 and Simo hits same as Jack Tyler.
Jake Carty will inherit the lead for the lap. Maybe they were predicting that Jack Tyler would hit the same lap as Simo, and they wanted Jake Carty to stay out.
Oh, Jack's been held.
A really good lap. Oh, Jake Carty could well have jumped them both.
I don't know.
Obviously, one jumped the 2 arrows and stint for the moment.
Oh, Mr. P. Always come out in between them.
Oh, here we go. Jack Taylor's gonna have a few corners to get these tyres warmed up.
It's actually good it is an S section.
Tyres for several laps.
Most drivers are actually quite lucky it is an S section when they come out the pits, because that will warm the tyres up.
Yeah.
A nice fast left-right section. But Mr. P is within DRS, so Jack's going to have some defending to do.
They've obviously been past the detection points. DRS open, but Jack Tyler is pulling away from straight. A tiny bit there for a second.
I'm interested to see with
Luke 9.
Simmer's losing a lot of time.
I'm gonna keep the battle for P12 at the minute. It seems like the most entertaining one, despite being for the most useless positions in the world. As
Well, thanks
yellow
to
flag,
Stim, he's off.
Smash into the wall, wing damage. Needs to be careful of cars coming around the corner now. Next one's quite a bit down the road, actually, should be fine.
He's up for quite a decent race.
Speed again. Yep. Jake Hartley's exiting the pits and he was
Could have come out with his teammate.
Jack Tower and Mr. P.
He's overcutted Simmer.
And yeah, okay.
Which shows how bad Simmer's outlap must have been.
Yep.
I guess let's keep on board with the
Sambas. First point since Austria, the way he's going.
Yeah, Kian's still yet to pit. So.
Kian has.
Yeah, but he has to pit again.
Damage and stuff, right?
He has to pit again.
Yeah.
So the battle now is the Salbers again.
Well, the same tactic will be used as before, obviously, because the other driver's in front of the other driver now.
Jay Kite is catching Mr. P, so I don't know, they could be adopting the same strategy, just switching the driver roles.
Unless Mr. P is catching Jack Tyler. That'd be interesting then.
He's not, he's lost so much time. Shoiber's won this race, that's all I'm going to say.
I was about to say that too.
Let's see where... Jack Tyler was fastest lap.
Jack Tyler? Never mind.
Jack
Maybe
Tyler's
with safety car, this race could really be spiced up.
I doubt it'll be a safety car.
Yeah, but look at Monza. Look how late on we had that safety car, and then everything just shook up.
Yeah, but you can't really crash around this track. And I know we've seen a few people do it, but not big enough for a safety car.
Yeah, but in Monza we had a safety car for a spin.
But there was a lot of crashes beforehand, which probably may have influenced it slightly.
Yeah, but all the debris from that had been cleared, so... Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm just doubting there will be one. Jay Cott is catching Mr. P without Simo. Simo's out of DRS, he's fallen out.
We finally spiraled into the pit line.
He'll be bailing them tyres on.
That doesn't work.
And well, let's see where Warren Eagle come out. How long's a pit stop?
Oh, Jack Tyler. Jack Tyler. It's quite long. Wait, no, it's not. It's actually not that long. It's quite short, actually.
Do you want to give me a specific second?
I don't even know. I don't know.
Around about?
I don't record. Yeah, I don't know. I don't record the pit. I don't record the pit times. I wish you'd come up with a bottom screen or something during the spectator mode, like it does in real life. That'd be really helpful.
I want to guess it's around about 25 seconds.
Yeah.
Which would put him behind Kian.
Yeah.
And then a few laps time behind Jamie Met. So that's where he will be around.
Yep.
Mr. P, what the bloody hell's happened to him?
Oh god, he's falling off. Easy move for Jake Carton. Actually, no, he's coming back at him.
There he is. That's a bit of a squeeze.
It's harsh but fair.
A switchback. Oh,
really good switchback.
but Mr. P will get the better run.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, around the outside, he hasn't got the downforce yet.
No, the line around the outside is really hard to maintain. Even if you've got good downforce, the car just doesn't want to go.
Notorious knows can do for P9. Ooh, nearly came together there.
It should be fairly easy for Jay Carney, I think. No, it's not.
Oh no, he's going to dive it. And Jay Carney's going to get the better run.
And that should be it.
Killing pits, and yeah. Mr. P can string a few good corners together and get him down the straight again. Which I highly doubt because he's run really wide there.
What has happened to Mr. P?
You know, it seems like he's just... Either everyone around him's just gone quicker. And he hasn't. Or he's just gotten slower throughout the season. Now Simo's on the back of him. Simo's going to get the RS.
So Mr. Peter.
Yeah, but as long as I try to keep breaking the slipstream like that, then Simo's probably getting the advantage on him.
Oh my god, he broke very late.
Yep, nearly running into the back of it. Simo could send that, but that would be risky.
Ah, Simo's calm and collected.
Yeah. Oh, he's on wide. He's gone really wide. He's gone to the track.
The downforce through there is horrendous on its own. With dirty air, it's horrible.
Yeah, especially in the race. In qualifying, it's not so bad. You can easily take it flat out in qualifying, but in the race, no, can't do it.
Mr. P hasn't got DRS. Simo is too far behind. Jack Tyler and Warren Egg. Also.
Ooh. Jack Tyler has definitely not won this race. Jack Tyler's really bad run for it.
I wonder if Warren Egg will stay out and just hold Jack Tyler up to perhaps let Jay Carty catch up a bit.
No, if Warren Egg knows that he isn't going to play in his championship anymore.
That's true. But he's not seemingly letting the position go. Oh, Simo, he's 1/10 behind now.
Well, no one will let the position go. It's P2.
Oh, my controller died again. Right.
Oh, Simo. Side by side with Mr. P. And really low ERS on Mr. P, and I think that's what really hindered him, although he had a good run out of there. He's trying to hang it around the outside.
This will be a lunge from Mr. P. I'm calling that
he's
now.
done well to keep with him. He's going to go down the inside because Simo can't defend. There's slight contact, and
this is when Mr. P should lose out.
Yeah. And that's Simo in the fifth.
Oh, who's on wide though?
Simo's got a rate. What happened there? I don't know. Ooh. These two are starting to get a bit feisty. But he's got a really good run on him. Simo pulls to the inside of it to stop him from going for a late dive.
Yeah, I think that's it for that fight. Unless Simo makes another slight error.
I don't think it's over between these two.
No, I do, because Mr. P's struggling.
Okay, maybe now. Yeah, now. Kian and Notorious. Should be an easy move, Kian. It's way quicker. Yep, that's that.
Oh, Mr. P! Oh my god.
And
he got so close to Simo.
Mr. P's been breaking a lot later than other drivers through some
Oh my god, he's
always going to send that. He's going to send that, and I told you what's an over between these two.
What has happened to Mr. P? He never used to do that.
I did. Maybe the championship fight has got to his head in recent weeks. Oh, UA9.
Safety car.
I think that's through the S's.
The understeer he has. Wow.
What an eight.
Yeah, he had to
I
pit.
predicted that he would pit. I did say though, moments before Mr. P went for that move, that he's been braking a lot later than the other drivers through corners like that corner.
Yeah, but you've got late and then you've got Mr. P late. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
He brakes
It's
so
almost
late.
It's almost like White Fountain's brakes from Baku, where he just kept on locking up for every corner for us and late braking and stuff.
Well, he's going to come out comfortably in P6. Just said, this makes the constructors really interesting, because I think the gap is 1 point now, if it stays on this.
Yeah, awesome dude. He's passing quite quickly.
Yeah, I think Kim might be able to get P7, but that's it.
I know Mr. P compared to Simmer, who's got really good straight line speed. He surely can't send it.
Well, you sure about that? He did do that last week.
If he did fit, then he would have, him and Simmer would have died and he would have flipped over. Or something like that.
He's now out of second, so I think that could be it for that battle.
Shit, Troll's dying.
And he's in the pits.
That's probably for some ultra softs. And how is that a penalty? I will never know.
He got a time penalty for going in the pit lane. That's an interesting one.
The thing is as well, you can't get it out of removal because there was a warning. They don't remove warnings for penalties and stuff.
Has to be a straight pen.
Yep. I'm not a really big fan of myself that rule, but okay. Tell you what, he's not too far behind Warren Aiken, but that's about 5 seconds, maybe.
Jimmy Met's not that far behind either. 2 seconds. Oh,
and
it's a
that's
stem.
gone.
Safety car.
No, because of course not, it's Codemasters. We bring a safety car up for someone that's probably lost a wing. But if someone flips over into a wall, then we race on.
Doesn't interfere.
I hope safety car probability is improved for 2019.
Yeah, same. They said they fixed it in a patch, but...
They probably say it had, but... They had, but yeah. If they do say that, we know they haven't, because Codemasters, they like everything in multiplayer.
True. Well, it's an improvement from last game.
Oh yeah, last game was just a mayful lying about stuff in multiplayer.
I have to admit, this multiplayer is better than last game's.
Way better. Whenever we couldn't even race with safety cars because they would just come out every 3 laps if we have one.
VSC, yeah. That was awful. It was good if you wanted to pit, but it would get really annoying.
Right, so 3 laps of full speed racing, and now let's make the driver slow down to 80 miles per hour. Like it's a speed check on the M6 going up to Birmingham.
I would always forget about it, and when I'm about to do a fastest lap, it would come out. It's so annoying.
The thing is as well, you'd have a VSC at the start of the race, and the VSC glitch won't occur until like 20 laps after. Chatting the gap between Warren Aiken and Mr. T, but I don't think it's coming down much. Not at all.
There is literally no battles.
Hooray. I want a safety car glitch now.
No, I don't want a safety car glitch. I won't mind a safety car.
Yeah. Like, if you want close racing, safety cars are on.
12 notifications. Oh, that's because F1 Game retweeted it. They always retweet mine.
They retweeted mine last week.
I think it's just F5.
Yeah, I hardly see them retweet F3 or F4.
consider ourselves special.
It's because they know all the action happens in this league and all the controversial stuff happens here. So
This all flying to and David Warbank and like, yep, we want that content.
We want interesting racing.
We want dive bombs.
We want Maldonados.
Yeah, we'll add that to the list as well.
We want BS bounties.
Tick.
Safety car glitch. Tick.
Tick, yep.
Desync. I think they may have started retweeting it because of Monza.
No, they started retweeting it at the start of the season.
Yeah, but that's when they like retweeted all the leagues starting on a Sunday. Because even if they do retweet a league, I've never seen them retweet F1 league or F6 league or something like that. They're always the leagues on the Sunday.
F5, see, you know, it's just F5.
Yeah.
Or it's me. No.
The amount of people that like the tweet on Twitter, but none of them actually come to the stream.
Yeah, I know. They're just there liking it. I don't care. Perhaps might comment, great driving here. There was no battles.
Maybe after this week they'll probably stop with retweet. Oh, look Bailey. As soon as we say no action, then Luke Bailey crashes into the wall.
Oh, he's spawned. Safety car.
Safety car, deployed. Everyone pick safe hold. The sausages is gonna go wild.
No, boring game. I would want an entertaining ending, but I guess we're not going to get one. Oh, it was a battle. Believe it or not, it was a battle for P7.
Oh, wait.
Jamie and Kian, there is a battle. Oh my.
I wonder if it will start happening now at the end of the race. You watch. The last 3 laps and everything will start happening.
No.
Probably start raining, Schreiber bottle from the lead, Jack Taylor will win. Jack Taylor bottle in the last corner, lose the championship.
At the moment, oh my god, I couldn't even speak English then. The gap in the championship is down to 8 points. So, all to play for the finale, I guess.
Oh.
I want to guess that was for Luke Bailey.
Yeah, it was just Bailey was letting that. I think it was letting Carson leave that through.
Let me check the constructors as the two. What's the gap between the top two? It's 3 points. Mercedes are basically out of the constructors fight now. Luke Bailey retires. Yeah. Safety car. Safety car.
Yeah, it's too late for safety car.
It's not. But we're not going to get one.
Bad game. Bad.
How many points have Renault got at the moment? They've got 22. Yes.
Yeah.
So at the moment, Renault will be winning the constructors by
the last round.
A point going into the final round.
It's Kieran gets heard of Jamie Met. Jamie Met's going to come back down the inside.
Yeah,
Kieran gets cut back and is through. It's awesome to do pits.
And now nothing else will happen. And as you were right about Notorious. He'll get points. Unless he bottles it now. Probably shouldn't have said that.
He's completed 90%, isn't he?
No.
25
laps, I think.
90% of 28. It's 25.2.
So
if he completes the first sector pretty much of the next lap, then yeah. Points confirmed for him. Between Kean and Jamie Met's only 2 seconds.
Yeah, this race has kind of got boring quickly.
I don't know how I can go from 3 exciting races in a row to then this.
USA's never been good for battling though. Well, it's been good for
Well,
battles,
it was
but
pretty eventful last night. It was eventful last night with Leroy was battling for the championship, getting taken out on like lap 22 from second place. And now Brian only has to score 2 points in Japan to win the title. So yeah, the title race in F6 is pretty much over.
title race here will be what, 8 points, so doable for Jack, but he would have to win.
He needs to finish. He needs to finish fourth or higher in the next race.
No,
Not
can't
the
finish
one
fourth. He has to finish third. He hasn't got enough wins to match White Fountain.
Oh yeah.
Has to be third.
Wait, White Fountain's only got 4 wins and Jack Taylor's 3, doesn't he?
No, I'll double check, but I think Jack Tyler's only got 2. Jack Tyler's got 2, White Fountain's got 4.
So unless Shoy bottles it here and Jack Tyler wins. But even then, that wouldn't happen.
It'd be 4 and 3, and then it'd be 4 and 4. It would go down to the most second places, which would then fall to Jack, because White Fountain's never had a second place.
What if it went down to third? Races that he wasn't banned for.
No, you wouldn't get that. If it's a draw on the same amount of points and they've got the same amount of wins, it would be the amount of second places, which would then fall to Jack. Funnily enough, White Fountain's never had a second place, Jack Tyler's never had a third place. My prediction was almost closer than yours, I think.
Yeah.
Mine was Shoaib. No, mine was Warren Haig, Jack, and Simmer. So.
Yeah.
We'll go on board. Oh, there's another battle. Notorious is in PA. Ooh. He's gonna lose it though.
We have a battle in its natural habitat.
Oh, that
These
lasted.
battles are rare species.
And they don't last long.
Their lifespan is usually a few corners.
In time, it means 20 seconds. As you can see, this one's already finished.
As it now evolves into an ever-longing gap.
Alright, we'll go on board with the leader, because I've not actually been on board with him all race.
A battle like this, if a battle like this feels hungry, its usual diet is a wall.
Sorry, David Warbank, chill out. Screw it, we'll check penalties because there's nothing else to be doing, otherwise I'm actually going to fall asleep. Shoaib has a pen. Jack Tyler has got a ridiculous amount of warnings but only 1 pen. Jay Carty, ridiculous amount of pens. But the top 3 are going to stay the same. So nothing interesting. Unless Jay Carty gets 2 more penalties in 2 laps and nothing will happen. Here comes Shoaib to start the final lap. Hasn't he virtually led every lap? I know he had a really bad start, but after that he's just been leading, hasn't he? Thanks for the answer, Jamie. That was really productive.
What?
Has Shoaib been leading pretty much from start to finish?
Pretty much. It was like he had a few laps where he was down like 4th or 5th. But that was because he cleared.
Oh no, Jack Tyler's got a penalty. Will that do anything? No.
Shoaib hasn't even got a penalty, has he?
He has a pen. Jake Hart is a few away. He's on 3 warnings and somehow hasn't even got a pen. Fair play to Simo, not a single warning. So.
God, that's hard to do around this track.
But yeah, here comes Shoaib through the final sector. Will win this race unless he does a stim, bottles it magically. But here he comes through the long right-hander for the final time. Through the penultimate corner, or he could have gone wide for the IndyCar line. But anyway, around the final corner, Shoaib will win his 2nd race of the season quite comfortably in the Renault, and he takes Renault to the top of the constructors' standings. Jack will finish 2nd, Jake Carty will finish 3rd, and Semo will take P4, Warren Egg, I believe, P5, and the rest following. Shoaib was that excited about his win, he left straight away.
Oh dear.
Pretty good race from Notorious. 9th place in the points. Oh my god, Jimmy Met's taking the IndyCar line.
Oh god. Is someone gonna flip their car on the line?
Notorious, fairly good race from himself there. That's a P9 for him, and then Awesome Dude will finish 10th for the final point. And that's it. So Jeremy, if you want to suggest the top 3, as the podium celebration is starting.
Yeah, I'll do that in a second. Right, so Shoaib, Jack Tyler, and Jake Harley. Am I right?
Yeah. I'll go through the grid, all the results. So Shoaib is your winner. Mr. P drops to 7th. Why has he dropped to 7? Oh, yes he does. You are right, Mr. P does drop to 7th. I forgot Mr. P had a penalty. So Shoaib. Oh no. Shoaib is your winner. Jake Harty in 2nd. No, Jack in 2nd. Jake Harty in 3rd. Simo 4th. Warren Egg 5th. Mr. P 6th. Key in 6th. Mr. P 7th. Jamie 8th. Notorious 9th. And Awesome Dude 10th. And then BUA. Not BUA. Luke Bailey, Miles. No. Luke Bailey, Miles, Stim, and BUA did not finish. Right. That took me a little while to speak. Shoaib said he can't do interviews, so we'll just have to get Jack and Jake Harty. Who suggested them?
Hmm?
Who suggested them?
Yeah.
Oh. There we go, they've been invited. So there's Jack, we'll just wait on Jake Harty and then we'll start the interviews. we'll give Jake Carney 30 seconds. I'll just put something in the chat. Oh, he's here. So I will start the podium interviews now, and I'll start with the third place man, Jay Carty. Your race is very strategic, I'm going to say. My first question for you is, were you meant to stick behind Simo and let him carry you along for the first stint?
Yeah, I was just sitting in behind, saving the fuel and the tyres so I can make sure I could do this second stint quite comfortably without having to worry about the tyres.
Okay, one more question I've got for you is about the constructors, the gap between yourself and Simo and the Renault pairing. They are ahead of you by 1 point going into the final race. Do you think you've got what it takes to edge them by 2 points or more?
Japan's not the most forgiving track out there for me, so I have to put some practice in during the week to hopefully get up to good speed to try and do the best we can to win.
Okay, Jamie, got any questions for Jake High before I say my final question?
Nope.
Okay, moving on to Jack. Second place for you. Quite a boring race for you, to be fair. Just say anything that happened in the race, because I didn't really see anything from you.
Not a lot happened in my eyes, apart from a few overtakes on Mr. P and Haig, but apart from that, it was just boring. I nearly lost it on the back end on the last lap, on the penultimate corner. But P2, 8 points, I'm going to have to push us like crazy in Japan. But I'm happy with P2, but who knows.
Okay, you kind of answered my second question already, about the gap. It's been 8 points. Do you think, since White Fountain has said he may not be able to make the race, do you think you've got what it takes?
If he doesn't make the race, then
You need a third place at best.
yeah,
At worst, sorry.
Yeah, it would. If he doesn't make it, then if I win the championship, then I don't deserve it, because, as I said earlier in the tweet, he's been the far better consistent driver over the course of the season. But if I do win it, if he doesn't turn up, it's a bit of a stupid way to win it. But then again, if he does turn up, then I'm just gonna have to give it all I've got, and hope he doesn't perform really.
Okay, Jamie, you got any questions for Jack before I say the final question to the pair of them?
If you move up for next season, what division do you think you'll be in?
F4.
Interesting.
Jesus, Jamie, that was a really inventive question. Where else would he go?
Well, there's a chance to get a go to F3.
Jack wouldn't accept it.
Some chance.
Anyway, I'll move on to my final question. Jake, you kind of answered it already, but I'll still ask you anyway. What is your opinion on Japan for the finale?
Well, can't remember, never really raced on it, but I've done like a few open lobbies and it's just a bit of a destruction derby most of the time. People getting a bit impatient, but gotta manage the tyres as you do on every track, but do your best. Hope it goes well.
Jack, same question?
I love Japan. Who doesn't? But you know, Japan.
I don't like it on this game.
Then I don't like you anymore. But Japan is very. It's a good track. It's very. I would say it's tire moderate. but that's just maybe me. I've done a few races there online, 50% races. I'm semi-quick there. Hopefully white time's a little bit slower, but you know, Japan, it can either be a good track or it can be a bad track for me personally, but hopefully it's a good track on Sunday, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, so that will be it for F5 today. Quite a boring race, probably the most boring race of the season, but you do get it from time to time. The championship will be decided next week, same as the constructors. Well, that's been it from myself and Jamie, and we'll see you next week for the finale.